Have you ever pondered the connection between climate change and timekeeping? It's a connection that might seem far-fetched at first, but when you consider the history of timekeeping, it becomes clear that it's deeply intertwined with our natural world. From ancient civilizations using sundials, tracking the sun's path to mark the passage of time, to today's hyper-precise atomic clocks, all methods of timekeeping are based on observing and measuring natural phenomena. They are our touchstones in the ever-flowing river of time, constants in a world of change. But what happens when those constants aren't so constant? What happens when the natural phenomena we rely on for timekeeping are affected by changes in our environment? Climate change, as we know, is altering the world in profound and unpredictable ways. Now let's delve into how our changing climate can potentially impact these natural timekeepers. To understand the future, we must first examine the past. When we delve into the annals of history, we find intriguing instances where our environment has directly influenced the way we keep time. Let's take a journey back and explore a few of these fascinating incidents. Consider the year 1783. In Iceland, a volcano named Laki erupted. This volcanic eruption was so massive that it darkened the skies across Europe, leading to a significant reduction in daylight hours. This change, of course, had a profound impact on timekeeping, as the length of a day was traditionally measured by the amount of sunlight. It's important to note that this event was, in a sense, isolated and temporary. The skies eventually cleared after the Laki eruption. However, it did cause disruptions and forced us to adjust our understanding and measurement of time. These historical events serve as a reminder of the intricate connection between our planet's environmental conditions and the concept of time as we know it. They illustrate how changes in our environment, whether they be volcanic eruptions or melting glaciers, can and have disrupted our systems of timekeeping. So we have seen that climate events can disrupt timekeeping. But what about ongoing long-term climate change? We are living in an era of unprecedented climate change, but how is this affecting our timekeeping today? It's a curious question that intertwines the realms of environmental science and chronometry, and the answer lies in the subtle mechanisms of our planet and its atmosphere. Let's delve into it. Recent research is shedding light on the potential impacts of climate change on timekeeping, and it's a fascinating journey of discovery. To begin with, let's consider the role of atmospheric carbon dioxide, or CO2. As we know, the levels of CO2 are rising alarmingly due to human activities. But did you know that this increase in CO2 can affect radio signal transmission? Yes, it's true. Radio signals, including those utilized by GPS systems for timekeeping, can be influenced by atmospheric conditions. As CO2 levels rise, they can alter these conditions, potentially impacting the precision of GPS time signals. Imagine the implications. From the accuracy of your smartphone's clock to the synchronization of international financial transactions, the effects could be far-reaching. Now, let's shift our gaze from the skies and focus on the Earth itself. Our planet is not a static entity, but a dynamic one, spinning on its axis. But what if this rotation were to change? This is where rising sea levels come into play. As global warming melts polar ice and raises sea levels, it redistributes the Earth's mass. This redistribution can, in turn, alter the Earth's rotation speed. While the change is minuscule, it's enough to affect the length of a day. We're talking microseconds here, but in the world of precision timekeeping, every microsecond counts. The interplay between climate change and timekeeping is a complex one, filled with intricate subtleties. These are subtle, gradual changes. But as climate change accelerates, their impact could become more significant. It's a reminder that everything in our world is interconnected, and that the ticking of our clocks is not immune to the changes happening around us. As we look to the future, one question arises: how might accelerating climate change impact our timekeeping? Let's engage our imaginations for a moment. Picture a world where sea levels have risen significantly, reshaping the Earth's geographical landscape. This isn't just a matter of coastal cities underwater, it's about the balance and rotation of our planet. As the weight of water shifts from the poles towards the equator, it could potentially slow our Earth's rotation. This may sound like science fiction, but it's a possibility we can't completely rule out. If this were to happen, our current system of timekeeping based on a consistent 24-hour spin would need recalibration. Now let's consider another scenario. As we continue to pump greenhouse gases into our atmosphere, it's not just the temperature that's changing. The composition and density of our atmosphere are also being altered. This can affect the speed of light and radio waves, which are crucial for our modern timekeeping systems, such as GPS. If these changes become significant, we might need to adjust our calculations, and hence our clocks, to maintain accuracy. These are just hypotheticals. There's a lot we don't know, but it's important to remember that the choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. The future is uncertain, but one thing is clear: climate change and timekeeping are more connected than we might think. In the past few minutes, we have journeyed from the past to the future, exploring the intricate connection between our climate and our clocks. We've discovered the profound importance of timekeeping, witnessed how climate change has previously disrupted it, and dived into ongoing research on this fascinating subject. We've also envisaged potential future scenarios where our ever-changing climate might, yet again, meddle with our perception of time. As we continue to navigate our changing world, we must remember that even something as constant as time can be influenced by our environment. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.